We'll call this meeting to order. Thursday, March 14th, 2024, 10 o'clock. We're here to hear from the city of Pinehurst regarding transfer station fees. So with that, Councilman Huber, if you would like to tell us what you need.
Okay, I'm Jay Huber, Councilman. This is Dave Olson, our street man. What we got going is we're taking down some trees in the park and some brush, and we don't feel that we should have to pay for the tipping fees at the transfer station for those, because I understand we give our customers and county customers in the city of Pinehurst mixed up together. But this is through the park, and the park belongs to the city of Pinehurst, and we are a customer of the county. And if we were to take it all up there in our pickups, it wouldn't cost us anything. But if we put it up the dumpster, which is the way to go, we think that we should be excluded from that 1 or 2 times a year that we bring just that up. That's that in a nutshell.
What kind of money is that?
You'd have to ask them. I don't know how much a dumpster is. It tonnage?
It is tonnage, yeah.
So
$30 a ton.
How much?
$30.
You're probably looking at how much one of the dumpsters weigh? 30 tons?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, you get
like 10 yards.
a couple tons.
Oh, a couple tons?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking it was 100, sorry.
No.
So,
Okay. So we're probably looking at $100 a couple times a year. And we weren't not asking you to let us have all of them, like waste cleanup and stuff, because that's both customers, McGilvers and the counties that are going to you out of those dumps, they have the leaf pickup or whatever. But this is just
park cleanup.
Park cleanup, which we are.
I'm Dave,
Oh yeah.
and right-of-ways.
Mm-hmm.
So usually once a year, the parks are not, this year we're putting in some playground equipment, so we had to have more trees taken out, a Vista come in and knock them down for us. So this year is kind of an exceptional year as far as the dumpster for the parks, but we usually generate 1 dumpster every year from cleaning the right-of-way. Probably 1 dumpster and 2 pickup loads, so to speak. And I think last year, I think all total was like $280, but I might not be exactly right on that. Dumping the stuff just for the city right away.
Okay.
Which we're more poor than the county. We can do that. The city.
Yeah, it's tough times.
It is.
It is.
Well, let's hear it. Richard.
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're talking the cleanup, are you falling whole trees?
No.
Okay, so you're not going to be bringing logs?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. All we do is, sometimes they might even be private trees, but the limbs come out in, and so the garbage truck hits it. What he's trying to get is the buckets up into the truck. He's running into the trees, so we just go in there and just cut them off at the edge of the right of way.
But this park cleanup you're talking about?
This park cleanup, yeah, we took all the park is already done.
Oh, okay.
We already filled up a dumpster. The dumpster got hauled by MCE, and then we hauled in 2 pickup loads just last week.
But we weren't charged for 2 pickups, were we?
The 2 pickup loads we were not, but in the past, every time that if MCE hauls it in there, we get charged for it.
Because it's commercial.
Yeah, it's technically commercial. The city of Pinehurst pays a quarterly solid waste, so you pay $21 as your minimum charge. You guys don't generate a lot of garbage there. So what happens is that anything extra that comes in has to go across the scale, whether it's garbage, yard waste. You get your metal and your cardboard free, like everybody else does. But you're technically a commercial
So if I haul it
business.
all myself,
No. If it's coming from the city,
So-
somewhere in the city that you are responsible for, it's still considered city, and it has to go across the scale.
And I didn't see the pickup trucks that came in. If they said City of Pinehurst on them, they should have gone across the
Yeah.
scale.
So, yeah, and the last 2 loads, I pulled up to the scale because they always charged us, which I've never felt was right, but they've always charged us.
We charge all the cities.
Every city
And
gets charged, yeah.
But for wood, the wood doesn't cost anything, you just burn it, right?
No, the wood costs
There's
something.
so with this new air burner, there's actually considerable, I can't say considerable, but there is more cost into actually processing the wood now. Because we have more man hours, we have electricity, we have equipment hours. You know, we're not just stockpiling and then burning it all at one time. You know, now we're having to burn, you know, much more often. And so it does take more cost to do that.
Do we do this for any other cities?
No,
Have you?
no.
Has there any other cities ever asked you?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're talking about what, about $60, $100 a year? Is that what we're talking about?
Sounds like it. I didn't know how much it cost to,
I would have to go
we
look
pay
at,
that much for the use of the dumpster. We're just trying to avoid any more costs than we have.
I understand your reasoning, yeah. But our problem sounds like we have actual costs we're trying to cover. So if we start waiving the cities, then we'd just be absorbing the cost.
Is McGilvery donating the dumpster?
No,
we
we
haven't.
always,
Well,
we always pay them. No.
he's donated for like Pinehurst Days and stuff like that, but not for,
more for events than,
excuse me?
more for the events is what he donates for.
Right, yeah, the events like Mall and Dam Days and some of the lines, demolition, or the Pinehurst Days and stuff like that. If you call and ask him.
Okay. So what would be the recommendation from staff on this one? That we got real costs we got to cover?
I mean, we do, you know, and, you know, with our budgets being cut like they are, you know, we need help too.
Yeah. Okay. So if we granted this, which then we would need to do for other cities, we'd really be transferring it to the county budget because we've got the cost. We'd be eating the cost of the man hours for the burner. Yeah, I thought the burner was free too. But
I did too, I didn't realize it was costing more.
yeah. Okay.
And like I said, we could bring it up and pick up some, it wouldn't cost anything. If we didn't tell them from the city.
There's
We are-
the key word. There's
Yeah,
the key word.
But what I'm saying is, we're paying a transfer station fee in the city of Pinehurst, and the park belongs to the city of Pinehurst, so I don't understand how that can be what you call a contractor, commercial, because Dave works for the city, and the city's paying the transfer station, so.
Yeah, but that's just for the garbage pickup part of it. At City of Pinehurst. That's just your garbage pickup that your quarterly minimum fee is, like $21.
Right.
So,
Anything outside of that is extra. It's how it's been for all the cities. And
Okay.
so all the garbage in all of the city garbage cans, I haul myself and I bring it all to MCE. We have one garbage can that MCE picks up at City Hall. That's like half full every
that's why
every
you
week.
have a minimum of $21.
Right, and that's the only thing that goes as far as garbage that goes to the transfer station. I don't know what MCE does with their garbage. Do they haul it themselves?
It all comes to the transfer station.
Yeah, we're absorbing a huge cost that you shouldn't be paying because of that.
They don't pay to dump the garbage?
No, we have they dump their customers at our transfer station.
That's a long story, it goes back
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Long story.
Fiscal Waters, yeah.
Yeah.
And he won, so there's nothing you can do about it. That's Supreme Court. So there's nothing you can change.
What year was that?
I'm thinking 90s.
Yeah.
I remember I digress, we were coming back from bowling tournament one time and we had to go clear to Calder and Avery with Gary driving because he wanted to see how full the dumpsters were, and then he met the truck on Monday to come up from when we were at J&E, and the truck was really, really overloaded, and there was only like should have been even on the third pull for the amount of dumpsters that we came, but that didn't work out either for me. And that's long.
90s.
I'm thinking it was back in the 90s. I don't remember for sure.
Well, Commissioner, any thoughts?
No, the problem is we have a $1.7 million deficit that we're going to have to make up somehow this year. Either we're going to have to cut weight or cut people, or it's we're in this hard spot, a really hard spot. So I don't see us being able to absorb anything. We just don't have the money.
Well, it'd be nice to do it for $100, but then we'd have to do it for other cities. Is the problem. Richard, any ideas? We kind of, there is no way around what they're stuck with, $100, right?
I don't know, if you want to, I don't know if we'd have to pass this off onto another meeting or how this would go, but if you want to talk about maybe splitting the cost, I don't know, that's your guys' call, but, try to help out a little bit, but as far as waiving it completely, I don't think it's right, because then we're going to have other cities asking the same thing.
Well, that's the
Well, I
challenge.
didn't realize it was only going to be about $40 or $50 to dump a dumpster full of branches and.
So if they bring their 20-yarder, you're not going to get a whole lot of wood into one of those 20-yard bins. And when you're talking about, $30 a ton, you're going to be lucky to get 2 tons. If you have huge logs, you might get 2.5, 3 tons in one of those, but that's it. You really don't get a whole lot of wood weight in one of those bins.
Because of the limbs and the
Limbs, they don't.
I didn't realize it was that inexpensive, or I wouldn't have wasted your time and money. Just $50, $60. I was thinking it was in the 300-400s.
Okay.
Well, that's if you put tree logs in there. That's where you're going to get the cost, because they're heavy.
Unless we have another big windstorm that comes up again like we did
Right.
years ago. That'd be the only problem.
It happens.
Then we'll have to see what we do.
Then we'll be back.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, I don't think we can take, I'm not prepared to take any action on that one.
No, I agree.
Sorry to, I just don't think we can start that precedent without some more studying with that, but
Other cities.
if the $50 is, I guess that's what we're talking about, $50 a load, so,
sounds like it.
okay. Well, sorry that we can't help the city of Pinehurst. We're in the same tight spot. Thank
Okay.
you for asking.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that. Appreciate that very much. Okay.
Any?
Oh, public comment. Do we have any public comment?
Okay.
Anything else from you guys? Thank you guys.
All right.
Sorry for
Good.
taking
Thank you.
time. All right. We're adjourned.